Okay, in the latest chapter of Boruto, it seems that Jura has actually fallen in love with Hidari. Well, that's what it may seem like to a lot of people at first, but it's a bit more complicated than it seems. And we're gonna break it all down in this video, because this could mean something big for Jura's character. Oh, I almost forgot. Can't forget this. Go ahead and like the video. Can we hit 300 likes? That'll definitely do the video wonders in the YouTube algorithm. But anyway, I'm sure you're still a bit thrown off by my first sentence, so let me try to explain the best I can. And I feel like the most appropriate spot to start would be to talk about Jura's quest to understand and conquer love. You see, very early on, Jura has been very interested in the concept of love and how it affects the human spirit. And he's seen throughout multiple occasions, love has triggered emotional eruptions in other people that directly affected their overall fighting ability. Like boom, he injured Inojin, Himawari exploded in a fit of rage, unleashing her Nine-Tails power. He angered Boruto by threatening to destroy Sasuke's sword, and most of all, he wants to devour Naruto, which angered Kawaki and caused him to search for more power. So Jura is starting to make the connection between love and power. He even thinks it could potentially cause even the divine trees some trouble as well. And I like to think about it like this, right? It can cause them issues if they don't conquer it, like Jura said, but it would also cause them problems when facing different enemies. So there's two ways it could be the end for them. Look at what happened to Matsuri. This is a prime example of how love could end up being the end of them. It's because Matsuri could not conquer love, she simply didn't know how to manage and properly control her emotions, which led to her entire cognition to get thrown out of whack. And that acted as a nerf on her overall power. And of course we call that a mental nerf. So she never reached her true potential and was killed off before she even had a chance to fight seriously. Another one fell due to love. Love can also hurt the Shinju from other standpoints, like I said, because their whole purpose is to devour. They even have targets that they wish to devour. Matsuri wanted to devour Konohamaru, Jura wants to devour Naruto, Ryu wanted to devour Gaara, so on and so forth. And the problem with this lies in the realm of love. You see, the big problem is that these people that the Shinju are devouring are well loved by other characters who directly stand in the way of the Shinju. And love will be the reason why it will be so hard for them to reach their goals. Jura's seen it firsthand. Because of love, Kawaki found a way to surpass his limits and gain extraordinary power to fight against him. Even Boruto, with him wanting to protect everyone and overcome the threat of the Shinju, he's even made a deal with the devil per se, all for the power to defeat Jura. And this will cause problems for the Shinju. Not every Shinju is as strong as Jura, and since their goals lie in the realm of consuming others, it just makes it damn near impossible to accomplish their goals without any casualties. Even more so that they harm others just by being alive. Hidari is alive because Sasuke is stuck in a suspended state, and Boruto is trying his hardest to save him. Same with Moegi and Shinki. They always had their comrades ready to save them, which made them stronger. Even Sarada awoke in her new power stemming from the concept of love. So throughout the entirety of the story, love has been a huge theme that directly correlates to a character's overall power. And Jura has shown great interest in this concept because he wants to conquer it. This isn't anything new, by the way. Love has always been a big driving force behind inner power and sense of direction in the Naruto series. One example I feel that most people would easily understand is Naruto's fight against Gaara. We all remember that, right? Gaara wanted to unalive both Sasuke and Sakura, and Naruto stepped up to protect his friends. It was due to love that he displayed the most power and poise that he's ever shown in the series up to that point. Being able to flawlessly summon Gamabunta, going toe-to-toe with Gaara in his tailed beast form. I mean, it doesn't get any more impressive than that for someone who hasn't shown the capability of doing anything even remotely close to that. It was even a well-known concept that one shall inherit his or her true power when they're fighting to protect something. It's really the same concept here. Everyone is trying to protect something they all hold dear to them. And because of that, they're finding and showing off their true power. So Jura's main quest is to find this answer. The answer that we already know. And you better hope he doesn't realize this, because this could very easily be the trigger that makes him truly unstoppable. And like I said, this is one of the main reasons he wants to devour Naruto, because he feels that since Naruto shared a deep connection with the Biju, maybe love has something to do with that as well. And he may be onto something with that logic, but at the same time, he's not quite there yet. Because he can't just examine the relationship between Naruto and the Biju to figure out what love is and conquer it. It doesn't work like that, it's much deeper than that. Because love is not a tangible thing. You can't look at love with your own eyes. Maybe you can analyze acts of love, but love is a feeling. It's internal. So you will never know what love truly is if you don't feel it internally. Like, I'm pretty sure most of you have experienced the first time you fell in love, and I think you'd agree with me when I say it's a rather indescribable feeling, and you don't really realize you're falling in love until you're already deep into it. And it will be the same for Jura. He can keep searching and searching for love and to understand it, but you can't understand and conquer love without experiencing it first. And in chapter 35, Jura might have just took a huge step in the direction to be able to truly understand love. So it was in this conversation where Hidari asked him the question that we all wanted to know. Why did Jura save him against Boruto and Sarada? Now, this would be a no-brainer if Jura stayed consistent with it. Because we all know when Ryu was in trouble, when Matsuri was in trouble, even when Mamushi was in trouble, he didn't care. He even had the chance to do something to save Ryu. Like, his hand was right there, you see it, he was right there. All he had to do was pull him through, or just do something to help. But he just didn't do anything, which then proves his favoritism towards Hidari. So he asked him, why? Why save only me? And we can see the answer to that question was a little unknown to him. He didn't really know the real reason why he only saved Hidari, but when he thought about a world without Hidari in it, he experienced great feelings of sadness, in which Hidari replied that he was okay with it. So this is kind of scaring me. It is a small sample size, yes, but it usually starts like this. Slowly but surely, Jura is experiencing love. Now in this case, I'm not sure about what type of love this is. Maybe it's a friendly type of love, or maybe it's something more. But for sure, it's the start of a new experience for Jura, because this is what love feels like. And later on in the story, I feel he will learn the true essence of what love is. But how would this change him? That's the big question. If he loves Hidari and will try to protect him when it comes down to it, or try to retrieve his thorn soul if needed, how will this change who he is currently? Well, when we look at how love affected everyone else, we see they gotten more powerful. I think the same will happen to Jura. He will become more powerful. To experience great sadness and resentment, that is the trigger for Jura to reach his full potential. And Ikimoto is foreshadowing it right now. Now, what type of power will he unlock? I don't exactly know, but if we follow the same pattern as what we've seen multiple times before in the series, it could be some type of new hidden power, or a new form, or simply a major power buff. So now we have Boruto, who's actively on his way to the Shinju's dimension. And why, do you ask? He's coming to try and defeat Hidari and save Sasuke. He's even formed this secret plan with Sarada behind Koji's back. And as we all remember, Kashin Koji did not get any vision yet of the future, so nobody knows what's to come from this future. And the worst outcome of this future won't come from what's going to happen in this mission per se. It's about what can possibly happen after this mission. Because let's say Boruto eventually takes down Hidari. Because we know he's being targeted by Boruto, so in a few chapters, if everything goes smoothly, it could mean the end of Hidari. And as soon as Jura experienced love, he could experience hate. And with Jura experiencing true hatred for the first time, he could grow exponentially in power. So much so that it could make it impossible for them to defeat him. So to answer the question of what could happen to Jura, it's simple. His true power could be awakened, which will lead to a future that is far worse than anything we could have ever imagined. And it could all be Boruto's fault, because he's going through with the mission arbitrarily without the proper guidance and knowledge of the future that Prescience would have gave him if he would have just stayed patient. So Jura's quest to understand and conquer love is going to come to a close very soon. And he's not going to only experience love and conquer it, he's going to also experience the opposite of love as well. And that could hurt the future greatly. Now, before I end the video, I want to know how you guys feel about this. How do you think Jura experiencing love for the first time will affect him in the long run? Does this mean he is on the course to gaining some crazy, unimaginable power? Or is this the start to the deterioration of his mental, similar to Matsuri? I don't think he meets the same fate as Matsuri, but it could be hard for Jura to overcome such mental gymnastics if he does end up losing Hidari. So let me know what you guys think. Maybe you think he doesn't even lose Hidari. Maybe because Jura loves him now, that will prevent Boruto from defeating him and saving Sasuke. Who knows? But anyway, that's it for me. So as always, if you all enjoyed this video and don't mind seeing more like this in the near future, I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to do. Go ahead and like the video, comment, subscribe, and turn on them post notifications so you know whenever I upload or go live for chapter spoilers. And until my next one, I'll see you boys and girls later. And I'm out. Peace.